All right, all right, all right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig. Yes, indeed. Bring up my brother, Schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia. How you doing today, Schoolboy?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bach gonna be joining us too. Waiting on him to come through. Let me
Oh,
scroll.
cool.
Let me scroll up, see if we got in the building. Shout out to my brother. The Brothers UK is in the building in that super chat early with the 5-piece. Thank you, brother. It says, peace, brother 78. Went to check out those odds on Crawford yesterday. Unless something different going on in the U.S., he's heavy short. Okay.
He's very short.
Good stuff.
Yeah, short money's on Crawford.
All right. Yes, indeed.
Somebody don't have confidence.
Oh yeah. Bush Baby Boxing, what it do? Tamara, Vincent Williams, Will Sinclair, salute to the homie. Gabe Moore, the Dirt Gang boss. J-Man, I'm sorry, African Thor, D-Man Jr., Rod Neal, Scott Matlock. Dude, get out of here with the crybaby stuff, man. Look, already crying. We didn't even start the show yet, man. Yeah, but there will be no criticism that 78 used to do about Pacquiao jumping weights. Now Crawford is doing the same ish. Get off my page, bro. Crybaby, dude. I spent like months talking about I didn't want Crawford to fight Canelo. Just because you don't watch my videos, you only peek in until you're a casual fan. You only peek in when there's a big fight coming up and you think you know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here, dude. Mark Wonderland, salute. Buddy Hall. I am Waffles, what it do? Katie the GOAT. Sheriff Deputy Max Stephen L, what it do, man? Slip the jab. Miracle Taz. Windsor. We got Gerald Lord. We got Dale Reeve in the building. J Fat. G Lex. Oh, just skipped on me. Hold on. Seen and Unseen Boxing. Jeff the producer. Slip the jab. Skullduggery. My brother Joe Thompson coming through standing tall on LDBC business, you dig? Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go get some of that Old Hillside Bourbon Company. Joe Thompson's drink, man. It's a good drink. I would have ordered a case of them jokers right now, but you know, I'm on the mission right now. I can't drink nothing, man. I made promises to myself and to my people. I'm gonna come into the next meet and greet at 2:15. You dig? So I can't be drinking nothing right now. Let's see here. Black Ham TV, what it do? I am True Maine. Mook Styles P. Star City J, what it do, man? Miracle. Nicholas Levy. James Smart. J-Man. Andre Jones. Steve O'Slide. Let's see. Phenomenal Mexican. A-Wavy09. I am True Maine. Homie Will Sinclair. We got Jackie Houston. I said Jackie. I'm crazy. Jackie Houston, salute. J-Man. Okay. Powerhouse Watson. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody in the building. All right, let's go ahead and go and get this thing started here, y'all. So, man, first things first, I seen the pictures of Terence Crawford. He looks ripped. He looks ready. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he has put on the weight good. Looks like he put the weight on good, man. He looked a lot better than Charlo looked when he went up to fight Canelo. Charlo looked flat. Bud looks like he ripped, like he carrying the weight very well. Schoolboy, have you seen the pictures of Terence Crawford?
Yeah. To me, in some of the pictures, he looks bigger than Canelo.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
And I think he's taller. I think I'm not sure if Canelo wearing lifts or something, but and I don't know the height of each, but
I think
uh,
Canelo's 5'7" and Bud's 5'8". So
yeah. And again, maybe it's the angle or whatever, but in one of the pics that I saw, Canelo looked taller. So I don't know if he's wearing lifts or whatever. But to answer your question, yeah, he looks ripped. He's ready. I wouldn't expect anything different. He's always been serious. I don't recall ever seeing him. Fighters, you can tell if they trained or not. If you have an eye for it. And I've never seen Crawford where he's a little bit under, or he passed it, or he didn't put the work in. He's always looks ready, focused, and part of that is his. When you look at their eyes too, how do they look? They got that
right,
stare, that look right through you, and that just tells me that they're totally focused on what's ahead.
yeah, for sure.
That's not taking nothing away from Canelo, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not one of the, I'm not one of the hater types. I respect all fighters,
right,
and I'll criticize them just like everybody else does. But I don't hate on them because the job they have to do. They could get killed in there, so I always have that in the back of my mind.
Absolutely.
And then my background in the dogs has something to do with that too. But like we talked the other day, I think it's a pick 'em fight. Some people don't. They got it way one way or the other. Knock them out in 1-2 rounds, totally. And I don't see it that way. I could be wrong, but that's
no doubt. No doubt. Let me read this super chat real quick before I go to my brother Bach. Be the truth seeker in the super chat with the 10 piece. Thank you, good sir. He said, 878, you be having me laughing my behind off when you be going off on people and telling random stories. He said, you make my day. He says, want to let you know I had the privilege of meeting Bob Foster when I was a kid. Gave me a photograph pic. Hey, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Bob Foster and shout out to you, bro. Bob Foster, one of the greatest, most hardest punchers in light heavyweight history. Yes, indeed. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. And we have Brother Bach in the building. What's up, Brother Bach?
Peace, my dear brother, to the panel, and to all of the good people you got there out there in the chat. Same to you. What's happening, my brother?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, we talking about the Crawford. We ain't really got into it yet. We just asking. I said that Crawford has put on a lot of size, and he looking to be in real good shape, man. He carrying his weight at that weight better than Charlo did, as far as I can tell from the training footage. But have you seen any pictures of Bud in shape?
Yeah, I seen it yesterday when it came out, and by us knowing how to condition our pit bulls, a lot of times I try to see which ones, if he's too bulky with the lactic acid messing him up.
Right.
And I don't see that because it's more stomach muscle than he put on a lot of shoulder and arm and chest weight. It just showed that he's real cut up. And to be cut up, put that 168, which the picture they said, I thought it was really nice. And then too, when I found out behind the scenes that this been 2 years in the making, and he's been gradually putting weight on. So it hasn't been like no fast situation. Just since they set the match up, that he then start bulking up and working out at that way. It's been 2 years of gradually doing it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, like I said, some people will look at his last fight at 154 and feel like that was a little kind of close, but at the same time, Styles may fight. That was like a herky-jerky or type opponent. Right. Canelo is not that type of boxer. And I'm not going to say he's fit perfectly for Bud because the way that he lost to Floyd, by Floyd not even having to run and stay in front of him because of, but even that was a younger Canelo. And also I think he had to almost dehydrate to come down to that size. He's more of his size here. But I just think Bud is the most gifted boxer there, pound for pound it is, with his ability to fight with both both orthodox and southpaw, to where it's going to be. I just think everybody's looking at the weight I don't see Canelo really being a real true 168 myself. I think he's a little smaller than that. But he's been a tremendous fighter, man. I got nothing but love for Canelo. Wish he would have fought the real Benavidez that he been looked like not
Hey,
running.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the fight right there.
Right. And I think he pretty much knows with the quickness and strength that dealing with that monster, he's not equipped to deal with him. But I got Bud winning this on the decision, man, just because of his boxing IQ and the way he sets up fighters in the early round, and they think they got openings, but it's a trap. So I mean, if Bud can bring his quickness, like Pacquiao said, if he can bring his quickness and strength that way, he's going to be really hard to deal with. But I see a decision, a good fight. Again, if Canelo won, it wouldn't be surprising. But I'm not also going to be surprised, and I'm picking Bud to win it. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Garcia. So you got the fights coming up here, man. What? Give me your thoughts, your breakdown on how Crawford can win and how Canelo can win.
Well, like I mentioned with Spence, one of the things that Crawford has is, besides his skill, is he's got long arms and he throws kind of awkward punches. He comes over the top. Like it's not really a hook jab. It's kind of I don't know, man, but it catches people. You can't see it coming because it comes over the top and comes down. And he does it a lot and he catches them. And he can switch hit. He's good on his feet. So I'm with Bach. If he does win, I see him winning on a decision. But if he handles that weight right, just like a dog, in the past, if you put more weight or they, grow into a heavier weight, it usually adds power or mouth or punching power. So that could be a factor too. Right. And I'm kind of with Bach too. I don't, for me, Canelo is not that. He worked up to that weight and he's good at that weight and effective, but he's not that big of a fighter.
Mm-mm.
They're just more money at that weight. With Canelo, if he goes back to what he used to do, which is use his speed and boxing ability, head movement and all that, and throw combinations, cut out the one punch stuff, then it's going to be a tough night for Bud. Because his counter punching is where it's going to matter for him, I think. But Bud is a good counter puncher too. So you might have lapses where they ain't really doing too much, waiting for the other to commit and then counter it. Sometimes that gets a little boring, but a lot of times when that happens, when they do connect, it's bam, and then somebody's on the ground. Right. They don't see it coming.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Brother Bach, same question to you. How can Canelo win and how can Bud win?
Well, partly what Richard said in terms of, but I just believe, with a lot of Mexican fighters anyway, is that machismo. You understand? They some rough characters. They not trying to do too much getting out the way. I don't think he would try to fight the style that Richard said if with a lot more head movement, because I don't feel that he respects Crawford coming up at 168. You understand? I think he's gonna think he can big dog him. Okay, so right. I see him. I don't see him countering because I see him being an aggressor. I don't see him waiting for Bud to meet him in the middle of the ring. I see him stalking. You understand? And which most big fighters would do. What big fighter gonna fight a smaller fighter and fight small? They don't do that. He's gonna walk him down, and that's gonna be the downfall if he does that. Now, if he does what Richard says, and he does say, well, you know what? I'm not gonna walk into no crafty ass hell of a goddamn boxer, because that's what he want me to do. So he may get in and out with his, and like Richard said, if he does that, but I don't see his quickness. I think if he was fighting at 160, I think it'd be a harder fight for Bud than 168, because I think Canelo's a 160 naturally. Faster, still keeping the same strength. But like Richard said too, nobody's really taken into the fact that Bud is going to be stronger. Shit, he going to be bringing a lot heavier power behind his right and left, and because he fights southpaw so much, even though he's not a southpaw fighter, normally that right hand would be, you would have to see coming from another angle. He's using that as a fucking jab, and that's what Richard was saying. He's catching people with a straight right hand on a lead. That really ain't a damn jab. That's his power punch. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when he hit him with that, and they get it where normally a jab is the setup for that power punch, that is the power punch. It's almost like Roy Jones, who never led with no damn jab. His lead right was the damn punch.
Yeah,
and he was
his left hook.
Or his left hook, right? And because he was so fast, it was not set up with a conventional style of, normal fighters say, okay, they're gonna try to shoot this jab to get in my way before they do this, that. And it's almost like a dance to boxers to know what the next combination that comes off of it. Well, Roy Jones was so unorthodox with you not knowing where the punch coming from. It's where they got knocked out because they could never see it. Same with Bud. Bud is not conventionally coming from where you think they coming from. That's why they get caught. I mean, like I said, so Canelo could win if he fights, like Richard said, a more of a counter style, throwing more jabs out there. But damn, for the last at least 2-3 years, his production's been lower. So I don't see him getting, but he can. You know what I mean? So if he comes and put way more production, because Canelo relies on a lot of his power to knock his opponents out. He ain't, and if Bud sits there and tries to goddamn fight him in the middle of there, his ass getting knocked out. Yeah. He better be smart to not let his little machismo get in there like, well, I ain't gonna run, I ain't gonna do this, because Canelo is a hell of a fighter, bro, and he's not undefeated in that position. Well, I don't know. Did he lose the Triple G once? I'm trying to remember.
No, well, some people think he lost, but he never.
I thought he did. Yeah, but they didn't call it. But okay, but yeah, he lost the Triple G to me when I seen that one fight. But anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know what to expect from him. He may change the whole game up because I think he truly does respect Bud's boxing IQ. So he may not be stalking, but if he stalk, his ass is grass. If he don't, and he's a boxer with more head movement, and like Richard said, yeah, but Bud's gonna have a hard time trying to get a decision. That's what I say.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be hard. I think Crawford can beat him, though. I think Crawford gonna beat him, but I think it's gonna be hard for Crawford to win the decision in Vegas over Canelo. I think that Crawford has to win, like he got to win 9 rounds just to get the 7-5 score. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Canelo historically, I've seen a lot of people put the flip-flops on Canelo, and they didn't get no justice from the judges. So Canelo is a fan favorite and stuff like that. But I know this time it could be interesting because this time, even though Canelo is the fan favorite in Vegas and the betting odds favorite, I know that Turkey Al-Sheikh, who's in boxing now, he's pushing. He want Bud to win this fight because he got plans for Bud. Let me play this little clip here of them training. Matter of fact, this was yesterday, I think. Let me see this. Play this clip.
Hey, I appreciate you. Everything that you done for me. You and Riyadh said you must
the job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
The job ain't done yet.
Yeah. And Saturday they deliver the job.
But listen, I appreciate the opportunity.
No retirement.
Let's get it. Yeah.
All right, so Turkey, he want Bud to win, but so some people are suggesting that it's gonna be a setup. Bud they gonna cheat Canelo, but this is why I say that's cap, because Turkey has rooted for several people on his own show to win, and they all lost. So I'm like,
that's true.
Yes, I don't know what people talking about. Like it's gonna be some setup.
Yeah, but, that's got to change at some point. You know,
mm-hmm.
He got to win one of them damn fights. You know, his favorite. Yeah. Bud's ready. He's relaxed. I like to see him relaxed like that. You know, he's doing his work. He's confident. You know, he ain't. You know, fighters are different. Some of them, they get in that zone like Hagler or Duran, and they're like animals, man. Bud is more relaxed, and that's the way he fights. Not that he's slow in the ring, but he's in control. He has to feel like he's in control all the time, and he makes the fight. For me, sometimes it's who's the better catcher, not who's the better hitter. Both of them have great chins, and you know, it's we're going to see if Canelo connects with him real hard, how Bud's going to take it. But he hasn't, even though he's been knocked down, you know, he wasn't really hurt. But other than that, whenever he gets hit, he absorbs it. It's not, you know, he knows how to deal with it. And Canelo has a good chin too, just like a lot of Mexican fighters. That machismo that Bach was talking about, that's in their veins, in their soul, man. They don't quit. It's only been recently in the last couple of decades where they went from the slugger type to the more refined boxing type, you know, Barrera, Marquez, you know, Vasquez. They're using more boxing skills, but they still retain that hard punching and that chin on them, you know, and they're real durable. So that hasn't changed. They just become more skilled because they when they used to fight boxing types that could hit, they would get knocked out, they would get beat. But now they kind of put the two together, which that helps Canelo his longevity in the game because he can box. He's just slow on his feet. His upper body, hand, head movement, all that is good, fast, but he's kind of slow on his feet where Bud ain't.
Yes, sir. What you think, Bach, about the whole possibility of a robbery or setup and all that stuff?
No, I don't see that happening at all. I mean, and I don't even want to think that way because I mean we're going to be able to see it now. I'm not going to say. I put it this way: he going to have to be convincing, meaning Bud. It can't be nowhere. It's like no 50-50. You don't really kind of know. I think he may get that nod. You understand? But I believe if he's able to be convincing and on his where the punch output, you know, it shows who, you know, if he has a way greater he punched more and he landed more, or he had, you know, that's going to show in the power shots and all that. That's going to be on there for us to see. So I don't see no setup, man. I don't see where it's going to help either one of them because if they was to take it, let's just say from Bud, it's not going to look good for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? With everybody talking about it, and or vice versa. So I just see it being honest. I just see a good fight coming, and I just think with what I've been seeing out of Canelo, even though both fighters are older, you know, got older. I think Crawford, his thirst for wanting this, he needed for him to go out to be able to do what he did to Spence, and then be able to get Canelo. That's like, that's awesome. You know what I mean, for his resume. So I think he really designed this. So I got him pulling it off. And it might don't go to a decision. Shit, like I said, somebody asked, you know, everybody believe it. They going 12, it might get over in six rounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think whoever controls the pace, control the fight, that's who's gonna win. You know, they have to impose their will, fight their fight, and don't worry about what the other guy is doing. Just control it.
Absolutely, man. You know shit.
Yep.
Whoever control it is gonna win. Shout out to my brother B, the Truth Seeker, back in the super chat with the 10-piece. Thank you, sir. He says 17 years ago, Bud got shot in the head in Omaha over a dice game. For Bud to survive a headshot, he is destined to be 3-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes on Tupac's death anniversary. Yeah, I forgot about that. It is happening on Tupac death anniversary, September 13th, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
Hey.
go ahead.
I was gonna say if that's true, he's been close to death, so he know what it's like. He ain't scared, but he ain't never showed that he's scared. You know,
Yeah.
they just either one is not scared a different way. You know, he's not scared because he's been near death. Canelo ain't scared because he's Mexican and they have heart. That's just the way
Right.
it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's gonna be a good one, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that there ain't no shenanigans in this fight, no robberies and no controversy. I just want to see a good fight, man. And I'm gonna be glued to the TV, man. I'm gonna be glued to this one here, man. This
Yes,
is
sir. Yeah,
this
Yeah.
one.
it's
I think
starting to
everybody.
get exciting. You know, starting to
Right.
get exciting, man. You think about it, you get all edgy and antsy, want it to
Right.
play out.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do y'all think about uh, if Terence Crawford? This is a question I want to ask now for you, Bach. If Terence Crawford does defeat Canelo Alvarez, he becomes three-time undisputed in three different weight classes. We haven't seen something like this since I think Henry Armstrong. I think Henry Armstrong held down three weight classes at the same time, almost a four. Um,
Yep.
could where would you rank Bud all time? Is he a top 10 all time great fighter? But
He would have to be. I mean, some people would take a knock and say, "Well, how many people really have he beaten?" That what comes up. Um, I could sit there and say, even though Floyd had a lot of champions, a lot of them was past their prime and wasn't really, like Roy Jones said. Like I still say, as much as I love Floyd and what he was accomplished, to put him in there with Sugar Ray Leonard, Wilfredo Benitez, Durant, Hagler, and Hearns, I don't give a damn about all them other champions. Go through that gauntlet and show me you can come out undefeated, then you would have had my respect all the way as being somewhere claiming to be better than Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay,
right.
but but to but Bud need this, man. I mean, he definitely can make the top 10 if he beat Canelo. I mean, and I hope that he don't. If he beats Canelo, he don't think about messing with that with the real Benavidez. I hope
Yeah,
he don't.
he ain't gonna do
You
that.
understand that, because that'd just be reaching, and I don't see him. I see him getting knocked out
Then it
if he
is
try.
way too big.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know who they have in mind for Bud to fight after he would beat Canelo, because other than Boots, I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Yep.
And I see him beating Boots' ass, even though that's my homeboy from Philly. But I don't see Boots beating him. Not right now. Maybe in a year or two later, possibly, but not now. So no, I don't know who he will fight. I don't know who they got their eye on. If he beats Canelo, I guess we will find out. But yeah, he. I think he can get. I believe he beat Canelo. He definitely in the top 10 based off his, with what I've seen. I mean, just me looking at him as the other fighters that I grew up looking at, and I seen all. I was back. I looked at all of the Sugar Ray from him and the Olympics. I've seen all of the Sweet Peas and all of their, all of them. I've seen all of them, and they had to look at no YouTube. Seeing all of Ali's joints, all of it, basically. So, no, he shows his skill set is just as good as any boxer I've ever seen. Bud is that guy. I still got him pound for pound the best. I don't even know how he's not.
yeah. He been my pound for pound best fighter for like I don't know, like almost a decade or something, man.
Right.
I haven't seen. Man, the last person I seen have a run like this was Roy, and then he messed up going up in weight and come back down. But yeah, Roy is my guy too. But Mr. Garcia, what's your thought, schoolboy, on if Crawford does defeat Canelo and becomes three-time undisputed in three different weight classes, is he top 10?
Yeah, of course. He would be considered in this era or at this time, pound for pound, the best. If he loses to Canelo, he's still going to the Hall of Fame,
Oh,
just on the path to accomplishment,
Mm-hmm.
and he may have more fights. And maybe if he fight, maybe like you're saying, what's his name would beat him, knock him out. But that's because of the size difference and skill
Correct.
too. It's kind
Right.
of like Bevo with Canelo. He's just too big. They too big. It's like, you know, a middleweight fighting a heavyweight is too much. And they're good fighters. You know, take nothing away from them. But he's a pound for pound candidate right now, and he's definitely in a lot. He'll be, you know, top 10 for a lot of people. You know, it's just there are so many fighters, or so many throughout history that it's hard to, you know, top 10 is a personal thing.
Right.
What your favorite is. But
Right.
as far as accomplishments, what he's done so far, he's already in the Hall of Fame. And one or two of the fighters, I'm sure, will be in the Hall of Fame too. That's kind of how you measure fighters in history, and you have to do that after their career is done, after everybody's career is over. You know, they may not be Hall of Fame potential right now, but as they complete their career in 2, 3, 4 years, fighting who they fight and winning, beating who they beat, they end up being in the Hall of Fame. So I think Spence will be, if he keeps doing good, Spence will be in the Hall of Fame. Canelo's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. So win or lose, Bud's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But I think you know, sometimes when a fighter has a spectacular win, or they beat a real good fighter, or they're the underdog and they overcome, people say, "Oh, he's pound for pound nowadays." You know, I think that comes over time, like Bud has been doing. He's undefeated, so everybody he went against, he beat, and at different weight classes, and some by knockout, some by decision, like that. So that's why I pick him as pound for pound right now, even above Canelo, because Canelo has lost before and Bud hasn't. And that's all it is with me. He's still undefeated. I would put Bud against Floyd Mayweather. People are going to hate me for it. I pick Bud over Floyd Mayweather if they were same age, same weight, and all like that.
I would too. I would too. I think.
Well, no city.
Yeah. Oh, Boone is on. I'm gonna put you on mute real quick, Boone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would too, because I think Bud is meaner. He got mean streak to him. He got nastiness to him that Floyd didn't have. Floyd is an excellent fighter, one of the best ever, and all that. But
Right.
he don't got the nasty that Bud got. You know what I mean? It's like getting into a fight. Some people.
Yeah. Well, he didn't grow up that way.
Right. It's like this. Like
He didn't grow up poor, and you know, like or even just middle, you know, average, you know. You know, he was, you know, with his family involved in it. He's always been, you know, doing good. Where most of these fighters, they don't come from money. You know, makes a difference to me.
Absolutely. It's like this. I think Floyd he didn't necessarily grow up you know, rich or nothing like that. He still came up in the hood, but like his family was boxers, and they was, you know, the thing about it is, it's a difference between, like, you get into a fight in the streets, some people knock you out, and when you down, they leave you. Bud is the type to knock you out and stomp your face into the concrete. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. It's a difference.
Exactly.
The one ALV is in the super chat with that 20-piece chicken nugget. Much love and much appreciation. He says, salute 78. As a Canelo fan, I'm nervous about this fight because I know Crawford is a bad mofo. He says, but I truly believe this fight is going to be what Spence versus Crawford was supposed to be. Hey, man, I hope so, man. I hope it's a good scrap, man. I really do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me go to
Keep the faith. Keep the faith, brother.
Rastaman Boone in the building. What's up, Rastaman?
Yes, sir. Them call the action. Them to call the action. Them call him 78 boxing sports. Huh? Wait here. Them know the historian. The boxer bulldog historian. School boy to the maximum.
Salute.
Yes,
Yours
indeed.
Yes,
too.
sir. Yes, sir.
Where's Bakary at? Where he
I'm
at?
in there. I'm in here, my brother. I'm
Yeah,
in
bye,
here.
Bucky.
Yours truly only. I say only in America.
Yeah.
Bakary style.
There we go, brother.
Truly Roots Rockin' Production. John B. Let's do it, boy. Let's get to this fight.
Yes, sir. Let me ask you, Roster Man. First of all, how do you see this fight going between Bud and Canelo?
I'm gonna tell you how I see this. I see this like Lady Stone and Tornado. It's gonna be a get busy action pack, and skill gonna have to win it. You see what I'm saying? Because see, you can't go in there and think you're gonna play around with this dude. You got to go beat him up. You can't go in there and you think you're gonna jab and run and they ain't gonna get it to you like that. You ain't gonna get it. You got to go beat him up. You got to make sure they see the difference you make in being the champion you claim to be undisputed. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, that's how I see it. And he supposed to do that. That's why he been working hard, building his body. But see what a lot of people don't know, this boy stay in shape. And everybody talking about, oh, he just, man, this, man, come on, man. This boy been working on that body for 2 years. So I'm glad everybody think he can't handle it. Because I've seen myself with the Bulldogs. You take one, we know smaller, but we put that hard muscle on him. And as we put that hard muscle on him, we make sure we run him so he don't get hot. You see, with that hard muscle. See, people don't think he can pack it on and then be able to perform, but it can be done. I done did it myself. Not one time, several times. But it's a balance. But see, he been working on that for a couple of years, man. So I'm with Crawford all the way. And the only way I can see him.
Pull the windows up. Might have to put the windows up.
Say what now?
No, the wind blowing real hard.
Oh yeah, I'm riding. I'm riding. Yeah. I'm getting ready to park though. I'm getting ready to park right now. I'm through for the day. I ain't working no goddamn more. Goddamn shit out of me every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, yes, sir.
But anyway, I just want to say, I see Bud winning this, and he know ain't but one way he can win this. He got to go beat that motherfucker up, and that means engage. You got to engage with this mother. You got to make him get up off of you. You got to put them punches up. No matter how hard he hit you, you got to hit him 4-5 times. You got to give it to him. You can't go in there, pity pat shit, because he's a mean motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I like Canelo. But I got to go with my brother. I'm just, just like everybody else. But it shouldn't be distinct that way. But I'm just saying, him and my son is good friends. So, I got to go with the family.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this, Boone. If Bud beats Canelo, is he a top 10 all-time great? All-time great. Boone, can you hear me? I think his phone might went out.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
You okay? Are you there?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Buster, man.
Okay, good. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I said, if Bud beats Canelo, is he a top 10 all-time great?
Well, let me just put it to you this way. It's easy for us to place somebody. but you got to look at the years and hard work of the elders before. You know what I'm saying? You know, so now let's say, is he a top 10 great in this era? This era. Maybe so. You see what I'm saying? But if you're talking about all time, oh, you got Joe Welcott, you got you got some bad, the bomber, the brown bum, you got some bad motherfuckers that come through the door now.
Yes, sir.
Sugar Ray, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got a lot of bad motherfuckers that come through the door. So, you know, I say of this era, you know what I mean? I give it to him. But I'm gonna tell you something, you know, hypothetically, that I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see him and Floyd in their prime together. And the reason why I say that, because, you know, Floyd's defense has allowed him to go to the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? That skill that he developed of defense fighting and being able to not be hit but hit, and then when he do get rocked, shake it off and come back and finish. You know, I would have loved to see him and Bud, because see, Bud is he can visualize things in a way that's what I think gonna get Canelo caught up. Canelo gonna, you know, he gonna come forward.
Right.
Hey man. What? And that's you know, if you running, then it'll look like he's the winner, and so they'll give it to him. But if he coming forward and you lighting his ass up, then you know, you got a chance. Even if you don't knock him out, you got a chance to, you know, win by decision. But I hope it don't be no decision. I just hope they have to stop it. You know what I mean? You know, they let it get like that. But we know if you hit him in the jaw, he ain't gonna fall out because his neck is real fat. The impact on his equilibrium won't be that bad. But if you hit that bitch on the chin a few times, you shake him up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, on the chin. I ain't saying the jaw, on the chin. You know, because that is shaking up. What you think, Schoolboy?
Schoolboy on mute.
Oh.
He might have stepped out. He might have stepped away. There you go.
No, I'm good. I got it. Yeah, I agree. You know, I mentioned earlier that Canelo has he takes a great punch. Yeah. But I've seen him hurt, staggered a little bit, you know, with who was it? The brother to what's his name? Cotto. He rocked him all over.
Cotto.
Yeah, Cotto. Yeah. I mean, he knocked it, and he was younger then. He took it and all that, but he definitely got hurt. So sometimes, you know, it's like anything else. You hit him on the jaw, or you hit him on the, you know, the chest and certain parts of the body. Sometimes on the head, even, you know, they can take it. But other parts, you know, you hit them straight on the chin or straight in the nose. Or like John L. Sullivan said, he said the two best punches he had were he would hit them behind the jaw, like right under their ear, and over their heart. So there's certain areas where it hurt. It ain't much you can do about it. Yeah, and I think that the point of the chin, I don't know what it is physically, you know, physics behind it, but you hit the point of the chin either from the side or straight forward, and it disconnects. You know, it disconnects their brain or something. Yeah,
like a salt shaker.
Yeah, like that. Sean O'Grady said one time, when you hit them with a straight right to the point of the chin, it knocks the back of their jaw into their spine. I don't know if that's true, but that was his way of saying it. It disconnects you, so you go unconscious, you know.
Yeah, well, see, you know, the equilibrium, you know, is right there on the side, right? So that chin bone runs back there. So you hit that chin right, I'm telling you, goddamn it, that motherfucker gonna get wobbly.
Yeah. Well, look what Joe Louis did to Max Snelling. he did that watata on his chin, and his head shook back and forth. He was out, man. You know.
Hey, Boone, is it raining where you at?
Yeah, but I'm getting ready to pop. Just put me on mute right quick.
Okay,
I'm getting ready to pop.
That's the 87 Broham wipers right there, man. They must say,
I need to spray some shit on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you might have to replace him. I don't know. But I know.
I had me a 72 LTD back in the day.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you on mute real quick, Boom.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we got so now this raised another question. Okay, so we talked about Bud. What does this do for Canelo if he comes in here and he stopped Bud, Brother Bach?
He gonna get credit for it, but it's always gonna be you really fought a smaller fighter. You know, that was Canelo's thing from the beginning. It's a lose-lose to him. You understand? So
yeah.
He can't get but so much credit because they're gonna be like, well, you ran from the Benavidez that you should have been fighting, who is in your weight class, and you went and fought one that came up from the 140s and stepped up to 154 just that one time, and then came all the way up to you. And if that shit is not where he just beat the shit out of him, because it's like you ain't got no business in this weight class, and it's competitive, at which I believe is going to be either way. I don't see where Canelo really gets a bump. He will get somewhat of a bump because now I just heard what Boone said, even in terms of but we talking about he will be, if he beat Canelo, he did something ain't no other fighter did, male fighter did. He will have three. I don't think Henry Armstrong had that. Three weight divisions and undisputed, did he?
Yeah, Henry Armstrong.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Because back in those days, remember it wasn't
okay.
It wasn't 4 belts. If you was a champion, you was a champion. So
it was only 8 divisions.
Right.
Okay, and what Armstrong did is he won the lightweight championship.
Okay,
which is one.
You broke up, schoolboy. Man, everybody connection messed up today. Is that my connection?
I'm saying, but did they have that many belts? Like, how many belts did they have?
No, they didn't have 4 belts.
Okay, so that's the point. Wait a minute, that's the point I'm making. I'm like, it's 4 belts they got now. How many did they have? They just had 3?
One.
Or
no, they had 1. So if you were the champion back then, you were the champion. But the thing is, Henry Armstrong, he won 3 belts and he held down 3 divisions at one time. Like it wasn't like years apart. He had all of them at the same time, which was unheard of.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
he's the only one to do that.
But then that's what I'm saying. We got Henry Armstrong. He's up there. He's in the top 5, right? So. Yeah. So if we get Bud with this era we in to be able to get 3 like that, he got to go in this motherfucker high. Because who else did it? Shit, Ali ain't do that shit. Sugar Ray Robinson didn't do it. I'm just saying, Sweet Pea, Sugar Ray Leonard, none of them. I mean, they didn't do that shit. So he will have done something that hasn't been done since Armstrong, basically. Am I correct?
You're
correct.
In the 4 belt era, nobody's done it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So he beat Canelo. That's shit. He got to be in the top definitely top 10 if he ain't pushing top 5 just on his fucking what he was able to accomplish.
Right.
You know, nobody can take that shit away. But some people might say, well, he fought a Canelo that was on the downside. There's always gonna be some shit. But I'm saying I don't give a fuck even if somebody want to claim that. Ain't nobody else really around there beating on Canelo's ass. Like, so he go do it, especially coming from his weight class all the way up. That's got to mean something. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's this era, any era, because I don't give a fuck what era Bud in, his boxing skill fight with anybody. I don't give a fuck from Sugar Ray Robinson all the way to here. he ain't gonna be. It ain't like he gonna be just getting his ass whipped. Not based off he don't have a skill set.
Right.
And I have
Right.
never seen nobody fight with southpaw and regular like Bud. Ain't no fighter in the history of fighting, period, able to do it like he do it. That motherfucker fight so good in the southpaw. Sometimes he fight the whole 12 rounds in that motherfucker. He'll never switch out.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I'm saying he knows when to switch, when he getting caught with shit that he shouldn't be caught, and he'll go with others. So I'm just saying it's going to mean something big, big for his ass. I mean, it's very big. But on Canelo, of course, Canelo's still going to get some love because he beat an undefeated fighter of Bud's skill. But had Bud been in his weight class, it would have meant more. Is all I'm saying. Had
Yes, sir.
he been truly at 168 like he was, and he beat his ass, that would push him up way higher. But just like I said, because he's fighting as they consider him to be a smaller fighter, I just don't think he gets all of the. He gonna get a hell of a bump,
Right. All right.
Well,
Schoolboy,
if he beats Bud, he'll get that. You know what you was talking about the other day. He'll be top 10 Mexican fighter at least.
Oh,
and
easy.
and
Right.
and maybe near the top. But like Box said, they're going to criticize no matter what. Even people are saying, Bud's going to beat his ass. Bud's going to definitely knock him out. This and that. There'll be the same people saying, well, if he loses, well, he was small anyways. He was coming up in weight and.
Right.
People have a tendency to do that. I don't make no excuses, man. And some of my favorite fighters have not only lost, they quit. But I take into account that there's a lot of champions and Hall of Famers that have quit. It's just part of the game, whatever the circumstances are. What makes them great is they come back from that if they have the opportunity to and redeem themselves.
Right.
So I don't hold it against them like I used to when I was young and dumb. I don't see either one of these guys quitting. They're going to have to stop it, get knocked out cold, or it's going to go to a decision. I don't see a draw happening. A draw could always happen, but I don't see it that way.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go to Rastaman Boom. If Canelo beats Bud, what does that do for Canelo's legacy?
Well, I think it just adds to the success he already had. He'll move forward with his next plans, but I would definitely love to see him fight. I like to see both of them fight David Benavidez. Yeah.
I don't want to see Bud fight David. I think that's too much. I'd rather see Bud fight Boots and Charlo.
Right. We'll fight them two and then let Benavidez be the grand finale.
Man.
Get that money, man. Get that goddamn money. Listen, man. Listen. Did nobody think Sugar Ray had a chance with Hagler? Even when the Beast came on the scene, did nobody think Hagler was going to beat him?
Oh, yeah, John the Beast. I remember that.
Hagler went straight to his ass. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Boo Boo Mancini and Livingstone Bramble.
Mm-hmm.
Boom Boom just killed Buku Kim in the ring. Beat him down.
Right.
Okay. Did nobody think Bramble had a chance? Well, Bramble beat him down. Now the thing that Benavidez has is he has size. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. But it's boxing, man. It's boxing. Shit. We talking about boxing, bro. What can you do? Look at Holyfield. Man, I'm telling you. I don't care if Holyfield and Mike Tyson ever win another fight, but Mike, he went out a different way than Holyfield. But Holyfield, man, that motherfucker was out on his feet.
Yeah.
And the referee said, He said, hey, you know where you at? He said, that man didn't even respond. He walked over there to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you got some great warriors, man. You know, and look at Riddick Bowe. He was at least 20 pounds bigger than Holyfield. You know, look at all the fighters that Holyfield fought that was 10, 15, 20 pounds bigger than him. You know what I mean? And he was successful.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So all I'm saying is boxing, man. You know, it's boxing. And, you know, and maybe I'm just talking too much or whatever. But like I said, for the money, I like to see him fight Benavidez. Because he bad. He bad. He bad.
Yeah. I'd rather see Canelo fight him.
Huh?
I'd rather see Canelo. Canelo was supposed to fight Benavidez.
Right.
You know?
But he didn't want that fight because if he did, he'd have got that fight before he got Bud. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay, all I'm saying is Bud need to say, I want all you motherfuckers. Shit, get that money, man. Get that goddamn money, man. And make sure the ticket's so high. If I do lose, motherfucker, I'm a fat cat. I'm a fat cat. But I ain't going in there to lose, man. I'm going to win. But the thing that Benavidez has is he's tall, he rangy, and he know how to put them punches together. I love the way he put them punches together. But, you know, maybe Terence style can offset a lot of what he do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and switching and, you know, being able to get to him. You know what I mean? Because have his chin been tested? I ain't seen nobody hit him on the chin yet, y'all.
Who?
Benavidez.
Benavidez, yeah, Benavidez, he been hit. He just that Joker just he's strong, man. He's determined. But
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I ain't seen him. I mean that
no, he been hit. You just ain't seen him hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen, you know, right. I ain't seen him hurt. I mean, I done seen him, you know, some of his matches, and I like that brother, man. That brother bad, man. That motherfucker is bad to the bone. But you know, I bet with Terence if Terence took the fight,
right?
Because he gonna be that little motherfucker that built himself up, and he know he got to get in there and get out and make it count every time he do. You know, and you know, some people probably wouldn't want to see it, but I think that would be. I think that'd be a more money fight than him and Canelo. What y'all think?
It would be if he beat Canelo, of course, that would be probably the biggest fight.
That's what I'm saying. And you gotta take that.
Well, but you know what? It would all. I tell you what could possibly do that, Boone. He would have to beat the shit out of Canelo for that.
He don't have to beat the shit out of him. All he got to do is beat him up.
He would have to beat the shit out of him for them to make that. It couldn't be he barely beat him. It would have to be. He would have to be very convincing.
He would have to do what he did to Errol Spence to Canelo.
Right.
Like that.
He don't have to do that. He don't have to do that.
Yeah. That's a lot of weight. Is Benavidez 175?
Benavidez
I think it's 175, right?
He moved up to 175, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Benavidez said he would come down. He said he would come down for a fight. I seen that. I think they was asking him some shit like that. And I seen that. I was like, oh hell, that's good.
If he comes down,
he said he would come down to 168.
Well, let's do this then. Let's get
through the first thing. Let's get through the first.
Let's get the first safe before we get the whole bank. You know, let's
that's all I'm saying. Let's line it up. See, that's what I tried to do. All right, we got you, and we got you next. Okay, good, motherfucker. Now, we got y'all ready.
That may be what he got in store for Bud to be like. If we go get his ass, we going after that giant neck. That could be that could be his plan. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. But like I said, let's see how he maneuvers through this motherfucker here. You know, and see, because I'm telling if he fucks Canelo up, then people might start saying that I think he can beat. I think it'll be more people willing to buy that fight and see the fight. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying? But you know,
Let me tell you something. See, the ultimate prize is the ultimate unknown or the ultimate doubt. That's where the money gonna be. Don't know it's gonna be right there. When you put that money, man, the motherfuckers gonna come with the groves of money. They coming with it. Cause it's gonna be something. He ain't got a chance. He ain't got a chance. Then it's gonna be something say, shit, we're gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And so like now, everybody, you know, a lot of people I know is betting on Bud. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of people I know is betting on Canelo. So my thing is this: is when the next weekend,
right?
Yeah, next Saturday.
Next weekend, what time they come on TV? 9 o'clock. Or they probably gonna. What you think they fight at 11 or something?
The main card probably start around 7, so that's like your time probably around what 8 or something. 8 o'clock.
No. They 3 hours behind us. Vegas is.
Oh, that's right, Vegas. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know when I check.
It's normally around 10:30, 11 almost. You know, but they, you know, it's just I can't wait for this motherfucking fight. I'll be happy when it
Let me
read this super chat real quick. Shout out to Truly Chosen 45. Appreciate you, brother. With the 5 pieces, said 70. I accidentally timed out my last super chat. Can you undo it? I tried to look for it. It's not showing up, bro. I was looking for it earlier. I can't see it, but thank you. I appreciate you. Let me ask y'all this, man. Because we've been on here cooking, so let me ask y'all this question and we can close out. Let me start with you, Schoolboy. What's your final prediction? Final prediction for Bud versus Canelo. How does the fight end? Who wins?
Yeah, well, I got to pick 'em fight, so I have to have 2 outcomes when you do that.
Yeah.
My heart with Bud. Experience with Canelo. So I see it going to a decision. I don't see a knockout. If I go with my people, I'm for Canelo.
Right.
And if I go with who I like, I go with Bud. And I've never based anything on race when it comes to boxing, so it don't matter. I support you if I like you. I don't care where you're from. You could be from Philippines or you could be from Thailand, whatever. But that's the way I see it playing out. A tough decision, one way or the other. And being a pick'em fight is going to be close, in my opinion. So, sorry if I petered out, but that's how I call it.
So you 50-50 on it?
Yep, 50-50 on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brother Bach, who you got winning and how does the fight end?
I got 2 possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 8th or 9th round knockout. Canelo on the canvas.
Ooh.
Yep. Or it's going a distance, but it's not going to be as close. I think Bud will put too many punches together on a scorecard to, I don't think there's no fight Bud has won it more than this one here. So this will mean everything. So I got him willing to die out that motherfucker come Saturday to get it done. You know what I mean? So and like I said, Canelo can get caught. He gets caught, but I mean, so can Bud. Bud get caught too. So Bud, it could be the other way around. His ass knocked the fuck out in the 9th, 8th, or 9th round if he ain't on his true shits. But it could be a knockout in the 8th or 9th. That can go either way. I'm gonna put it that way. Or I got it, motherfucking Bud winning the decision. Okay, that's what I got.
Yes, sir. Okay, Rastaman Boone. How you see the fight going, and what's the ending?
This is how Bud got to win. If he leave it to the judges, it's gonna be hard to win that way.
Mm-hmm.
He got to beat him up. When you go against the ultimate warrior, you cannot let it be a 50-50 decision. It can't go that way, because if it do, you're gonna lose. Marvin Hagler proved that when he went against Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, Sugar Ray just got more off on him, and a lot of people say Hagler won, but the judges gave it to Sugar Ray. So how do you take yourself out of that equation? You got to go get him. You got to. It ain't no other way. You got to go get him. If you want it, you got to go get him. And so if Bud go in there with that attitude, I see him winning it. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout, but it need to be a like a straight dog fight. You know what I mean? Don't need to be no doubt about who was goddamn doing all the punching. You know what I mean?
Right,
you know,
right.
it need to be seen, obviously, for the work that he put in.
Yes, sir.
So that's how I see it.
All right, let me read these super chats. Shout out to Nada86, my bro. Salute to you, bro. He says, the general, salute to the mighty ODBC. Appreciate the love, man. Let me see what we got here. We got Be the Truth Seeker back in the super chat. Thank you, man. With the 5-piece, he said, Bud is like Shane's son from Mortal Kombat collecting souls. Bud collecting belts. Your soul is mine. Fatality, Mean Street. Yes, sir. Darth in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you. He says, Crawford built like a Greek god. He says, happy Saturday, everyone. Salute to you. Appreciate the love, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Thank you to my boys. These are my brothers here from Game Dog Talk. Make sure y'all go check us out on patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. Check us out, man. We be over there cooking, man. We used to do the show on YouTube. We moved it to Patreon, and we talk them Bulldogs, man. So make sure y'all get on over there and check us out. It's right here on the screen. But thank you to the panel for joining us, man. It's a good conversation, and we're gonna do this more often, man. Do some boxing breakdowns on here. You know what I mean? But yes,
we be back after the fight. Fuck that. We be back.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Don't let everybody know when we're gonna do it now.
Okay. So if the fight is Saturday, let's meet back up here on Sunday. Y'all want to do Sunday?
Sounds good.
I'm with it.
All right, let's do it. All right, appreciate the chat. Much love, y'all. We up out of here. Deuces.
Big up, Max.
Peace.